I feel really inspired to also record another short clip. It's the full moon today, our first full moon of 2025. It's a wonderfully, comfortably cool, rainy day in Durban, South Africa, where I live. So I feel make the most of this cool weather, because I usually feel so hot I have to have fans on and everything else. Anyway, I don't want to digress. So wishing you a beautiful, blessed, magical first full moon in 2025. And to tie in with that, I wanted to also just chat about this vision board inspiration that I've been talking about or posting about in my YouTube. And then I'll be offering an in-person workshop soon in the Midlands here in KZN. So what is this full moon vision, intention? What is the whole deal with setting our intentions at the start of a year? Personally, I feel it's hugely important for us to get really clear about what we desire, to think of our intentions in terms of feelings. What do I want to feel more? What do I want to attract more? What is it that I'm trying to shift? Because we can so often get caught up with limiting beliefs, restricting thoughts. We can get stuck. I know that January for so many people is still a little bit of a bridge that we cross into the new year, and typically I've always viewed January as this crossover between the year before and this year. So with the full moon, things are amplified, things are really energized. Things, what do I mean by that? Well, the planets align, and you can interpret that in any way that you feel supportive or fitting for your explanation or description or interpretation of that. I view a full moon as a big full potential that we can harness that energy to set up maybe for the next month, but also being the first full moon of this year, trying to start writing down, if you haven't done so already, some of your intentions for this year, or at least for the next few months. So with a vision board or using intentions for the year, we get to get crystal clear. We get to say, what is it that I want for myself? And I look at it from a very high perspective, not from my limiting beliefs, not from where I feel stuck. For example, if we're looking at health, if you've had a chronic health issue or concern for a long time, and one of your intentions for 2025 was to feel healthier, was to feel more energized, was to feel more motivated to really invest in your health, then you can start to imagine and write down the words. What would I feel like if my energy was better? What would I feel like if I felt lighter and fitter? How inspired would I feel if I didn't have to always sort of get myself just through the next hour or the next day? So those are things that you can use for your vision board. You can just make it purely about your health and well-being. There is beautiful, beautiful rain falling outside. I wish I can show you. In fact, I'm going to just turn the camera around for a few seconds. So that's the outside as I look out of my office. Sorry that you had to see everything in between as well, and now there's a car making a big noise. But vision boarding, setting intentions, especially when we have this amplified energy of a full moon, I think is really worthwhile. So what I was going to do just for this clip is just to draw a card for you. This is from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards, Colette Baron Reed, and I take the pack, I knock a few times, and then as I shuffle, I just imagine, oh, there's already a card jumping. I'll have a look at that just now. As I shuffle, I just think about what do I need to see? What do I need to know? For this full moon, what is the best message for me regarding my health and my well-being? What is it that I need to consider for today, Monday, this first full moon of 2025? And then I'm just going to take a card from the middle of the pack. And I love this card. It's the butterfly. And you will each have some kind of interpretation of what a butterfly means for you. It's obviously about transformation. So this card, for this particular card draw, while the beautiful rain is outside, I think is significant. The first card that jumped out as I was shuffling was the owl. An owl for me represents wisdom. So can I look at it from a wiser position? Can I look at my health and my well-being? Can I consider 2025 from a place of wisdom, the wisdom that I have gained through 2024 and the years before that? And so between beauty, the butterfly, and the owl, which is about wisdom, those are two interesting messages, and I hope you find that helpful and supportive. I'm Emma Mentel. I'm a health practitioner, integrative health coach, and this was to just give you a little update about the full moon and perhaps something to consider. So think about what the butterfly means to you. What does the butterfly represent if you think about that caterpillar and all those processes until it can fly? And then what does the owl represent for you? Have a beautiful and magical full moon, and I wish you a magical evening or day wherever you are.